Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Cause if she come out with some good policies,
She don't
I,
have any. That's the problem.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but if she did though, cause like if it's really about the people, like, and this how I voted, but this
It's
how I
about
look
the immigrants.
at it. If it's really about like what's best for the country, if she came out and said the best stuff and actually was gonna do that, that's who I'm rocking with.
But here's the thing: why would we seen what they did over the last 3.5 years? You know,
I know.
That's the
people
thing I don't like.
this,
Why they keep saying we're not going
people
back? We're not going back
people
to what?
said
You've been
this.
there 4 years.
Well, here's the thing: no, not just four. And people brought this up, and I just really really took it into consideration. Democrats have controlled this country for the last 12 of 16 years. The last 16 years, they've been in power. That's some wild shit. What do you mean? We
That
got the
should be
biggest sample
terrible.
size ever. Why would I look at any fucking empty promises they talking about? I ain't thinking about them.
And for 5 of the years, they had all three branches.
That's what I'm when I say Democrats, I'm
Mhm.
saying that it's like the legislative branches, not just president of the United States of
Yeah.
America. Even when Trump was in
Yeah,
office,
Molly.
he literally had to fight all legislative branches to get anything done.
Yeah.
He didn't hardly have no power. That's what people really not considering. He didn't really had a power to do what he was really wanted to do for the American country, and we still fucking thrive. We still didn't have no extra wars.
I just think they need to let the Pope run the country for 2 years and then
Oh, I think the Pope is gay, man.
they should be touching
No,
them little.
ain't no thinking. Ain't no
Exactly.
thinking.
Well, why don't popes be so freaky, man? They always touching kids.
Because they sexually
Bruh.
deprived. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
They can't do nothing. They can't do anything. So
Imagine being around people.
they
And you,
always around men.
golly,
Yes, it's not God.
golly, that boy, cause he waiting to bust a crazy nut, dog. But that's imagine going 63 years, dog.
This is why I don't fuck with black people. Like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
Is that a absolute, Quentin?
We talking like we were talking
Oh,
in
I
our
didn't
living
say
room.
all. I didn't say every. I said I don't fuck with black people. I didn't say I don't fuck
What's
with
the
all.
percentage on that?
Niggas,
Black people don't fuck with you, Quentin. What is?
niggas love me. Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, you ride motorcycles.
I love trolling you, Quentin.
what the fuck?
I can't
There's a
control
lot
it.
of people that
What people
ride
ride
motorcycles.
Hey,
This
Quentin,
not to say you
hey,
ride
Q did it look like
motorcycles.
he ride. Q did it look like he be wearing Gap cargo shorts. He walk around with Gap cargo shorts
I
and
wore cargo shorts in 2012.
a chaps button down shirt.
This is terrible, man. 2K out of control, man. Did he bring up that LinkedIn?
Hey, 2K. You remember them little wallet chains from Hot Topic?
Wait, what? Quinn looked like he just got asked a question in that picture.
I know.
And he didn't have no answers for it. Like, what?
I know Quinn go to Starbucks every morning.
No, I don't think he drink coffee.
I ain't no telling, dog. Something happened. Q did it, bro.
I get a
Oh my
grilled
God.
cheese sandwich and caramel mocha frappuccino when I go to
Oh,
He said he got what now?
Bill Starbucker.
no. That's funny. They know you by your first name, man, with that order. They know you by your first
Everyone,
name.
you guys should taste the grilled cheese at Starbucks. It's
Bill
phenomenal.
Starbucker, dog. You can't trust this nigga, dog.
Man,
Damn.
Starbucks is so mediocre, man.
I
Jeez,
only go
man.
to. I only go when I'm on my way to the track.
That shit is so terrible, man. I had a hot chocolate from that motherfucker, man. I was like, never again. This shit was so bland. I was like, what is this?
I
What?
ain't
It
gonna
wasn't
lie,
sweet at all.
What?
like Q did it like her. Like I
Hot
used to
chocolate.
like want to be like him, but like they all Q Diddy prototypes grew up angry as hell. Like you did it. All the prep boys that's black, but they white in the inside like Oreo cookies. They be so mad all the time, bro.
No one ever says that about me.
They be so mad.
No one's ever called me angry. When I tell people the horrid things I do in my life, they don't believe me because they don't.
Hold on, Quentin. I thought he was going. Quentin, I thought you was gonna say nobody's ever called me the Oreo. You arguing the other point?
I don't lie.
Never mind. Oh Lord.
Quinn, you angry fella though, bro. You be angry, dog.
You think Quentin angry?
I don't care enough. I don't care enough. Generally speaking, I don't care enough to be angry.
I don't think Quentin's angry.
Your favorite cartoon was King of the Hill on it.
I don't know what that is.
You used to be out there with Bobby there.
I don't know what that is.
You ain't know why King of the Hill?
Mm-mm.
Wow, that's a good show.
Oh my God.
He's still trying to get Quinn for that college football. He ain't letting it go.
Quentin, you can just see exactly what you're doing. Like your eyeballs go this way. He tries to come back and then he go back this way. Look at him.
What are you talking about?
Look at him. Look where your eyeballs come back. Are you looking at something or are you looking at something else? What you looking at?
My video game isn't in this room.
What I say? I know it's
I'm looking at y'all and then the chat is right there.
Yeah, that's what I be doing, bouncing back and forth.
I got 2 screens, so yeah.
Okay, 2K. I'm gonna get another screen.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I'm a little bit more efficient than 2K. I have a wide screen that's probably the same size as his too.
Well, I actually got 3, and one of them is a wide screen. So
I have a 54-inch widescreen.
Nah, I ain't got that. You got yeah, that's about all 3 of my screens put together for real.
Oh my
but that's mainly for work
though. Anton, do you want to answer these calls?
Huh?
Do you want to answer the calls? Do you want us to answer the calls?
He forgot he getting freak out of mind. You finna put on your Teasley.
What?
The TT Tinley.
What? That's what he was talking about.
A Teasley.
Teasley is priceless.
I said T Tinley, man.
No, not that first time, bro. That boy said Teasley.
I thought that was some kind of lingerie.
I ain't
like, what is going on? It was Teasley.
Why would Anton be putting on lingerie?
I don't know what just happened.
Oh, what
just happened? G. I don't know what just happened, but 2K talking about Teasley. We can talk about lingerie. Quinn ain't saying nothing. It's out of control.
They all drunk.
It's out of control, man.
What's in that plate, Anton? Look like some wings. Look like a wing.
No, it's like a pita. It's like a little pita.
It's a what?
Let me see that. That look trash.
That look trash.
The only thing I want to see in a plate like that is some
wings. What is that? Ooh. Is that Taco Bell?
No.
No, heck no.
It's some local restaurant.
Why'd you say Taco Bell like that?
No, that wasn't
what I say?
I get a Taco Bell.
What do you want me to say?
Like a normal American. Why'd you have to say it like you're Spanish or something?
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I don't be noticing how I talk. So, well, you don't want me to put on my accent. Okay, I will try to not have my accent for you. What do you want me to talk like?
That's the one thing about Miami. You know, always
Miami on a regular Thursday.
Did you go to?
I flew down here because I'm my authorized dealer told me he got a Sky Dweller, Rolex Sky Dweller for me, so I flew in to come get it.
What do you say? I'm pandering for my Hispanic folks.
You just got it you just flying in because a nigga found the watch. Damn, I can't wait, bro.
I bought a Flynn watch the
Oh,
other
let
day
me get
off of Dillard's website.
my dog Pan Africanism. Hold on, but before you go, I got to get Equilibrium up here. I want to get his thoughts real quick. What up, Equilibrium?
What's going on, AD? What's going on,
Chilling,
Mika?
chilling. What's the word, big dog?
He's some buff ass niggas. You just add him. God damn.
These niggas look like
Nigga
security.
buff as hell, man.
Sheesh.
I had
A
spoken
mess.
the other night. I'm at the border, so I wanted to call back in and give a face to the people and let them know I'm down here.
Shout out to my people at the border holding us
Oh,
down.
what's up,
big dog.
homie?
So, Quentin, here's the best so you can see. I don't know if you saw it, but no, I was gonna say Mika had brought up a good point earlier about why dudes are voting for Kamala. I think a lot of people have become compromised, kind of going along with the point of the Democrats running the country the last 12 out of 16 years. I mean, we I guess you could say us strong men, we've become compromised and complacent. Like we watched a lot of this nonsense that we see going on in the country right now, and we just kind of let it blow over and didn't take any responsibility. Yeah, you had people that spoke out about it, but we really didn't do anything. Like we really see it happening in the schools, it's in the churches now, and people didn't really do anything. And every now and then they would have some resistance, but pretty much we just got quiet. We got pushed down. Like we let little emotional arguments push us down and like kind of kill our opinion. So now we're in the position that we are now. Like you had said the other night that you kind of hope Kamala wins, and I'm kind of on the same mindset. Like if she wins, I think people deserve what they get. Like I'm from Chicago. Like with Brandon Johnson, we voted him in, and well, I didn't vote his ass in, but people voted him in, and now they're bitching about the outcome. So it's
Oh, he kicking y'all ass. He kicking y'all ass.
yeah, I know.
Brandon Johnson is roundhousing y'all every other Friday. He beating the shit out of y'all in Chicago.
So
Equilibrium. How did you feel about when I think it was tonight they had all those people up there in Chicago talking about gun violence, and they were all from other places other than Chicago, and I'm like, you could have
I mean,
just
that's always the talking point to use us as an example. I think none of those people ever live in our communities. It's kind of like it's changed. Like from when I was a kid, like we're all about the same age. Like there were certain neighborhoods that you didn't go into, you didn't commit certain crimes on. Like you knew you didn't go in certain white neighborhoods, you didn't go in certain black neighborhoods, knocking off people. And now it's like it's all fair game. Like our Magnificent Mile, I used to work down there years ago. A lot of businesses have closed up. Like you have to watch your ass now.
Y'all got y'all almost at a 50% vacancy rate.
Yeah, and
It's
like
crazy. You would
walk,
never think about that on the Magnificent Mile.
yeah, and walking down there and like seeing people panhandling of all different groups, it's like it's crazy. Like, and you got like Northwestern down there, major hospitals, and you'll get knocked off. They don't care if you're a child, a woman, whatever, old, elderly, they'll take you out. They don't care. So it's just definitely a different perspective. I just kind of find it funny that how like even with Spike Lee, I'm very disappointed in seeing him because Malcolm X is like one of my favorite movies. And to see somebody who I used to think was a revolutionary be so compromised and just kind of cape for this type of individual and these type of policies that like I said the other night.
No, he ain't no revolutionary. He was a profiteer.
Yeah, but he made a lot of movies.
Filmmaker. He ain't no revolutionary.
But like
Oh man, hey,
do the
listen,
right
bro.
things.
He was always compromised.
Yeah, but
He
like
was always compromised.
the do the right things, the Mississippi. I'm trying to think of like I said, Malcolm X, get on the bus, stuff like that. Those things when I was a kid made me think. So yeah,
And he also made she gotta have it, right?
You knew Spike Lee was compromised.
He also made Jungle Fever.
You knew
He was
Spike Lee was
compromised.
compromised when he got a dark skinned dude to play Malcolm X. That's when you should have known it was a rap.
I said that the other day.
Denzel though, man.
I really thought Denzel Washington was Malcolm X for like 8 years of my life. Like then when I saw the real videos, I was like, this dude is light skinned. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Holy
I don't know where
moly.
2K went, but I'm a little offended calling out us being angry. Hey, bro, that's why I put you in cuffs,
I
bro.
don't know who being angry. What did he say was being angry?
Preps.
Yeah.
The what?
Who?
Preps.
What's that?
What is a prep? I should have asked you. What's a prep? Like, what does
You
that
talking
even
about the
mean?
people that's in fraternities?
No, he was saying that the black
Nah.
people they're like white on the inside.
Oh,
Mm,
that's what I said. I said I don't think Quentin is angry.
nah, I so,
I don't think
uh,
Quentin is angry.
but no, I just wanted to chime in. I appreciate what you guys do. Always chime in or watch. So I appreciate what you guys do and your influence and just the great conversation. So thank you guys.
All right,
Thank
Big
you,
Swole.
Appreciate you.
Big
Later.
Swole.
What up, Pan Africanism? What's up, big dog?
Yeah, man. A lot of people are confused about why people are supporting Kamala Harris. But at the end of the day, it's what we always know. We've always known the weak outnumber the strong. You know, in every society, even in a pack of dogs. Um, Basically, it's like the Bible say. Anton always talking about the Bible. You know, you go to like Matthew the 7th chapter. The road to destruction is wide and spacious, and many are the ones finding it. Right.
Yep.
So anything that has too many people on board, I'm always cautious because I
Yep.
know people always want to go down the path of least resistance. And the Democrats, they appeal to people's collective weakness. You can't do this, you can't do that. So defer power over to the government, delegate power to the government so we can do it for you. And then they get the power, and all they do is use the power to keep power. The power never transfers back to the people. So there's like a violent revolution. So people, and I'm really just disappointed in black men because that a man is supposed to have the ability to think logically and rationally. I see them sticking cameras in black men's faces, and they're like, "Well, why do you support Kamala Harris?" And they're like, "I don't know. I'm about to go do my research," but they wearing a Kamala Harris Tim Walz t-shirt. And you know that these people don't even agree with 99.9% of what she's talking about. But it's just like, if that's the trend, I always say we some trendy niggas, man. If it's the trend, we jumping on it no matter what. We gonna jump on and ask questions later, you know.
Yeah.
But ultimately, do I think she'll win? No, because I think her popularity is manufactured. I looked at YouTube today and I noticed something. Kamala Harris doesn't even have 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, and she's been on YouTube for over a decade. Donald Trump got like 4 million subscribers on YouTube. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way anyone can argue that she is more popular than him. And that's why I think she needs to bring a bunch of celebrities up to speak on her behalf. Because if she didn't bring those celebrities, nobody would show up to any of the events. And so it's like, there's no way she's winning the popular vote. And if a Democrat loses the popular vote, they're not going to win the election. So I think it's all a production. I look at the DNC like a movie. It's a movie set. I mean, how many more actors can you pay before it becomes a movie? That's my question.
I agree. But I,
And
I you know what's so funny? I know we always say that black women or the black population are the ones that's going to swing the election. I'm starting to question that. Honest to God, I seen Trump. He was on Theo Vaughn. I don't know if y'all familiar with who Theo Vaughn is, but he was on that shit, and that junk did crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? So he was on Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, and all of that stuff, bro. I think that the true honest to God, I think that the path to the White House is really through white people.
always,
Yeah.
It's through white
if you
people.
get 50, if you get
But they try to make it
53%
seem
of
like
white
it's
women,
us. That's bullshit.
if you get 53% of white women to vote for you, you win the election. Period. Across the board. Like, black people, if we all vote for you, like 90%, like Joe Biden, yes, we are kingmakers. But if you get over 50% of the white female vote, you most likely are going to take the White House. But I don't think 50% of white women actually support Kamala. And I really don't think they're going to elect a black woman president before a white woman becomes president. Way too
Well,
many qualified white women.
no, you're exactly correct. I mean, you got to think though, right? They they put Tim up there, right, to kind of try to get the middle of the road white women, right? Those Midwesterners and all that. That's why they trying to portray him as like, even though even though he's like a liberal, they're still trying to portray him as like this middle road Midwest guy. He goes hunting and all this other stuff because they're trying to get those type of white women, those independents and things like that. But I don't think they're gonna get it. I think
They
Trump
try,
has them.
they tried to elect a beta male, but the problem with Tim Walz is, for one, they when they picked the vice president for Kamala, they had to pick someone who wouldn't outshine her. So they couldn't pick Shapiro. They couldn't pick any governor who was actually a good speaker or, you know, charismatic or genuinely engaging. So Tim Walz, like, if you
Tim
just do your
Walz looked
research into
like
that dude,
he looked
his
like
life is a total lie.
Yeah,
He was
because
yeah,
never
he
even a
Shapiro is
looked
high
a
like
school
rock
football coach.
star
Like,
in the Democratic Party. You see
he
that
looked
roll
like the
call?
guy that I wanted to fight that was the head of my homeowners association at one point.
right, you want
I
to beat
hated
his ass?
that motherfucker. He looked just like that guy, dog. Honestly.
He just
That's
is
what
so.
what's his name? What's his name? Ricky Smiley said. He was like, he looks like the guy from, like your high school teacher. I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
I
Hey,
mean, they tried to pick the really middle of the road. I mean,
Hmm.
come on, man. Like, he got a slow son. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that shit. He tried. They really did try to get the right guy. They didn't do any research all the way on him.
Hmm.
they
But
picked a disabled. What they're doing is they're doing exploitation. They're taking people's real life struggle and using it as a political prop, right? Same thing they're trying to do with our identity. Kamala Harris is not black by any measure. Even when she gave her speech tonight, she couldn't even recount any black experience she had. She only talked about her mom. She talked about all this stuff that she did. And then you realize this chick is saying all this stuff happened before she was even 3 years old. I
yeah,
was like, wait a minute. You remember all this from when you were 2 years old? I hate people like that. No one remembers anything from before they were like 5 or 4. But
I
they're
think
like,
the
when I
funny
was
thing is
one
why
years
they
old, I
not bring the
remember
dad up.
they tell
Like,
you a
why
whole
is the dad at the convention?
because the dad
Like,
abandoned her and he doesn't
if he's
support
a
her
black
politics.
person, why is he not at the convention? Like, that would shore up all the smoke.
Her
I
dad is a
wasn't who.
figment.
I wasn't who.
Why is it so they keep bringing her mom up, okay, but her mom has passed, right? So the mom can't speak against or for anything, but the dad is still alive and the dad has been speaking out. The dad keeps saying that he's not black, he's not African, right? But if he's the black person that they keep pointing to, why don't they have him come?
Because he's
Same
not
reason
black.
why same reason you don't bring your radical uncle.
No, when he opened his mouth up and people hear a purely
No,
Indian
he's
accent,
gonna speak against her. That's why. He's
when they
already
hear his
said.
accent, they're gonna know he's not black. When he starts speaking Punjabi, they're gonna be like, dude, this guy ain't nowhere near black. He- like he's black
I mean, he's a
acting.
professor. He's very accomplished. He's a professor, but he is a Marxist, right? So one, she doesn't want that out.
Man, don't black
It
people don't care about that shit. Black people, man, let me tell you something, man. We slow. We just like
any
Tim Wall's son.
yeah, that's
Seriously, man. Like,
hey, no
honestly,
man is
bro.
accomplished to abandon his kids. I just want to say that first and foremost.
Half of us probably belong in the slow room and room 9, bro.
Black people really be in like special ed classes. I
No,
mean,
seriously, no, that's seriously like
no,
a
for
lot
real.
of us belong in room 9, man. Like, but they let us all out, and so and so now,
Let us out early, Anton, before other kids, so we can't hurt them.
so we all mixed in now, and so we don't know who is who. We don't know who the smart
I
kid
can't.
is and who the room 9 kids are. And it really muddies the water because there's so many of them that they all gang up on you. So like if you go to one part of the internet, now let's say you jump on a panel and it's a whole lot of room 9 kids in there, man, that shit is wild, bro. It's
We're
insane.
the black community is the only community that gives equal platform to totally ignorant, sometimes remedial people, as they do to people who are actually intelligent, deep thinkers, and well read. Right? We literally, Anton, you could go on a black panel, you could destroy the whole panel of retards, right? And you know what black people will say?
Gifted and
They'll say
talented.
that you could unequivocally just destroy them, right? Undeniably. Black people will say, well, they do got a point though. And they'll try to find one little thing. Like if they said water is wet, they do got a point though. Water is wet, bro. Like that's us, man. We will always defend blatant, uncompromising ignorance, like top to bottom. Like that's why,
No,
like,
look, this comment right here. How many of y'all was that they told y'all was talented and gifted? Look at Quentin.
Quit.
you're so smart. We're gonna put you in gifted classes. Then you find out there's no such thing as a gifted class.
Everyone wanted to be in Miss Cornelius's Miss Gifted and Talented class.
What'd you say, Quit?
Everybody wanted to be in Miss Cornelius's Gifted and Talented class.
What is the gifted and talented class?
We was smarter than the rest of the niggas.
That's where they put all the black people with ADHD. You can't focus because this is not challenging enough for you. That's how they trick your ass to go into the RFP room. Oh, you're just too smart. People with freaking doctorates telling you that you're too smart to sit
Wait,
still in school.
wouldn't they
No,
put you
dog.
in?
No,
Wouldn't
I'm
they,
gonna be
if you were
honest with
smart,
y'all.
wouldn't you be in AP classes?
No, listen. This,
If
this
you
is
were,
honest to God truth.
Gift and talent was in elementary.
This is the honest to God truth, dog. I had a homeboy, right? My homeboy was like, dog. Like this is when he was grown and he was, he had came to conclude. He was like, dog, I think that they was trying to put me in the retarded people class, right? This is what he said to me, word for word. I said, what do you say that? He said, because first I was in that class. He said, and then my mama came and raised hell at the school. And she prayed it, she said she prayed it off of me.
Man, what?
she laid hands on them.
Dog, I said, for real, dog? He's like, yeah, man, for real, dog. I was like, all right.
Anton, they tell
I ain't
you,
lying, dog. I'm telling you, for real. We
they
scratched up.
they tell you you're so smart that you can't focus in class because the work's not challenging enough. If you were as smart as they say you are, you would learn how to behave in class. Like it doesn't even make no sense. Like that's truly liberal thinking. This kid is too smart to learn with everybody else.
I've never heard of this. Oh wow, that's crazy. I've never heard of it. The gifted and talented. You learn something new every day.
He said
You go to class.
they prayed it off of him. Seriously.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Yeah,
Every time I'm on the show, I learn something new every day. Child.
but that's what they're appealing to. Like the power of black belief is undefeated. I always compare the black community to the little black kid on the movie Angels in the Outfield. Remember that movie? The little kid JP. It can happen. He was the most believingest little black nigga ever, right? It can happen. That's black people. It doesn't matter how improbable it may be. It could happen. Like, and they get in that arena, and that lady like, look, I ain't did shit for you for 29 years of being in politics. But I am going to do all the things I've never
Man,
done for
trying to
you
find
if you give
something.
me one more chance. And black people say it could happen.
They keep
My
trying to
man,
find something.
my man said by the time he got to middle school, he had to come to school early for some extra classes. I said, "What was the
What?
classes?" He said initially they told him it was speed reading classes. He said, but then when he got in there, it was a bunch of other kids that couldn't read at all hardly. And so he
What
said,
the fuck?
I'm telling you the truth.
You the smartest retarded person, so they let you tutor the other slow kids.
You don't think they be putting these kids in the
He
wrong
said he
class?
felt he said he felt offended. Honestly. God.
Y'all
I
ain't
was
right.
like, dog. No, I'm telling you what he told me. That's all I can say.
And Anton, if you even look at the people showing up to the rally, they all a little bit slow or disabled, like old white women, weird generate millennials. Like everybody at the Kamala Harris rally got something wrong with them, or they in a union.
Did y'all
And
see
there's a
the
lot
one
of
from
fucked up people
tonight?
in this country.
They when what or was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday when Oprah said something about the cat ladies and the cameraman panned to this big this big chick that was like Indian and she kept looking around like trying to figure out why they had the camera on her as soon as Oprah said cat ladies. I'm telling you, like the cameraman that's at this DNC, he is diabolical. I'm telling you.
Can I ask you a
His-
question, Anton?
What's up, big dog?
If you had a slow son, right? With the technology we got now, they could tell you if your kid gonna be slow before it come out. If you had a slow son,
Trade off of him.
why would you name him
not
Guts?
It worked for my homeboy.
But if you had a slow son, why would you name him Gus? That's Tim Wall's son's name, Gus. It's like a movie, dog. His name is probably Brian or something like that, but we're just gonna call him Gus. That's a slow name. Like that's a slow name. It's
Biff.
like, bruh, get
What's
on
the other
no.
stage
one?
and tell
What's
the
the other one,
saddest
Slimmy?
story.
What's the other name?
He said
What's the other name, Slimmy?
Biff. Cuz Biff, it's all the same.
Gus and Biff.
Shit, terrible, man.
No, it's like get on stage and tell the saddest story you could think of. And you're like, that's your Democrat. My cat died the same week my mom died. And that's why you should vote Kamala Harris for president. Like, and they say Trump is negative. They say Trump is the negative one. I looked at those people. All I heard was one negative sob story after another one. Whole time I'm thinking Chicago is going up in flames around these people, and they ain't mentioned it once.
I said that earlier. I said that earlier. They got all of these people. Puppy name. What's wrong
Dog,
with
you
y'all?
know what it is? You know how when you get into that laughing mode, everything is funny all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
Cause you sleepy. He's sleepy. When you sleepy, everything funny.
I've been
Oh,
giggling all
it's
night.
because the chat is wild. The chat is insane, bro. The chat say stuff you didn't even know existed sometimes, and I just be reading that junk, and I just be laughing.
That's what I was doing when I was on mute. I was looking at the chat and I know Spaces probably thought I was laughing at him when he was talking. I was laughing at the chat.
Hey, and you know what's the worst
Chat
part?
be out of control.
And the worst part is in my mind, like the way my mind goes, I see some reality or scenario where that motherfucker Gus will be actually in the Oval Office making a decision on something. Like I don't know why. I said they gonna have this retarded motherfucker in the Oval Office. Watch. What do you think we should do, Gus? Because that's how like horrible Kamala Harris is. Like, let's put like a bunch
Oh,
of crayons on the floor, and whichever one Gus picks up, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna launch the fucking nukes. Like,
oh,
I see
man.
that happening though, because they're not gonna be held responsible. They blame everything they do on somebody else. Like, they fucked up the economy and blamed it on Kroger. Just think about the logic of that. We fucked up the economy for 3 years, and at the last minute, we blamed it on Kroger, nigga. And this is real. It's not like fake. It's not fake. Like the movie Idiocracy. Let's water the crops with freaking Gatorade or something with salt water. This is what they do because they know their voters, their supporters will never hold them accountable for anything. So they just say, let's just throw shit out the wall,
It's
see if
true.
something sticks, and then blame somebody else when it doesn't work out. They blame Kroger for the economy failing.
Let me ask y'all another question, then we're gonna wrap this up because I gotta read these super chats. How many politicians do y'all think is actually gay?
Do I think it's
All
actually what?
Is gay.
70%.
90%.
Think that 90% of them is flaky like that?
None of them look straight. Probably the only straight one is like DeSantis or something. Every
Only
last
reason
one of them look funny.
Only reason I asked that is because it's just weird to me how much support that they throw behind some of these agendas, like they say reproductive rights, or what books is read in school. It's weird to me because it's like,
Why is it weird?
Because that's not something that traditionally a masculine man would champion.
Right. So it's
I think
see
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
so all we gotta do
the men are
all we
zesty
gotta
over
do is
there.
use
I just said
deductive reasoning. That's it.
Mm-mm.
Because no straight man is gonna go for some of this stuff.
I don't.
So
I
that's
don't
how
even
we
think.
know.
I don't even think they.
That's
It's
how we
not
know.
that.
That's
It's
how
the
we
fact
know
that
the
they're not
majority
straight.
of
I
them are
think most of
gay.
them just agree with
Nah.
their mamas and
They be swinging for it. They be swinging for it,
Nah.
Mika. They be pushing for it. They not even like objectively like, it don't matter, or yeah, I see what y'all saying or nothing. They push for it. Like it be talking points that they use. Every single speech, for example, Tim Wall say, he throw it in there and he say, people should be able to do what they want to do with the person that, like it's a thing. It's not even something that's like, okay, this is what this party support, or I'm objective about it, or I don't care. It's more like I'm going to push this agenda. It's weird to me.
yeah. All of the liberals are like that. I don't.
It's like where do you find the motivation to be so like fervent or adamant about that? Like Tim Walls look like the guy at the school that be messing with one of the little kids at the school. That's how he really look. If you like, he look like one of them dudes who gonna end up disgraced. Like you gonna see his name on the front of Time magazine, and he didn't diddle some little kid or something. I'm just waiting for the abuse allegations to come out with him because he looks like a pervert.
But you want to know the crazy part is women say they want masculine men and all this other stuff, but they vote Democrat. I'm sorry, every last Democratic man that went up there or that they pan to, they all look moist. It's no way these women like these men. It's no way.
I can't.
No, American women want men from third world countries. I think American, like those liberal women, I think they really want like Chinese, like men or something. Because look at Tim Walls, like him and his wife had their honeymoon in China. Like I just think
Maybe they
women
just really
respect
like
power.
China, bro. Maybe they like just China. So.